Well, hello, everybody. I hope y'all are having a great weekend. My weekend is going pretty well. I can't complain. Well, I do want to complain about one thing, but I'll leave that alone because complaining don't do anything, right? So why even do it? So listen, now is the time again for our quick entertainment news, and I have so many cool stories to share with you. Some are good, some are not so good, but hey, let's get into it. Let's start off with some good news first. My girl Cardi B, listen. Just when you thought Cardi B was around here just shaking her behind on stage, she's been behind the scenes working her own hair care line, which she partnered with Revolve Group. And now they came out with this product called Grow Good. Okay? Grow Good. And it officially launched on April 15th, 2026. Pre-sale sold out in under an hour on the first day. Okay? That's how... I mean, everybody want that product. It's sold out in less than an hour, the pre-sales, okay? So listen, it was inspired by her Dominican heritage plus family hair traditions. It focuses on hair growth, repair, and length retention, okay? And it's designed for all hair types and textures, so anybody can use this product, which is good to know, okay? She has shampoos, conditioner, she has like a mask, and a shine serum also. Key ingredients are all the things that I love for my hair: avocado, coconut, aloe, and banana extract. I don't think I've used banana extract, but that sounds lovely because they say bananas is good for our hair anyway, y'all. So I'm excited to try that. Pricing is roughly $14.99 to $19.99 per product. So you can get all this stuff, well, separately for under $20, okay? It's affordable but high quality, and currently purchases can be made when the products are restocked online, but they can be made on the official website called Grow Good Beauty Official Site, which looks like this if the picture is up. Okay, this is what the website looks like, where you can go on there and purchase your product. If they are out, keep in mind it's in high demand. They have to restock, so just keep checking back where you can order some, because I'm definitely going to order some because I don't have a problem with hair regrowth, but I love myself a good hair care product, okay? I'm always looking for some good stuff, okay? Anything that can make better what I'm using right now, child, I would try it. I would try it, just at least to give a review on it. But from what it sounds like, it's all the things that I like. Then there are no, what you call it? When the things, the stuff that irritates, what is it called that irritates your scalp? Sulfates. There are no sulfates in there. I have very sensitive skin, very sensitive scalp. I cannot use products with a lot of chemicals in it. So this is sulfate free for all the ladies and gentlemen who have sensitive skin like myself. You don't have to worry about that. So I'm definitely going to try it for that reason, okay? So let's talk about Chris Brown and Usher. If you haven't heard already, Chris Brown and Usher are going on tour together. Get ready, y'all. Get ready for two generations of R&B superstars on one stage. How about that? It don't get no better than Chris Brown and Usher. And then together, child, we're going to be fainting at that doggone tour. They're calling it the R&B tour, the Raymond and Brown tour, which is very fitting, right? The Raymond and Brown tour, the R&B tour, is a co-headlining stadium tour because both will be the main acts, okay? It kicks off June 26, 2026 in Denver, Colorado, and runs through December 2026, with the final show being in Tampa, Florida, okay? They will be touring about 30 or more states, cities across the U.S. like Detroit, Charlotte, Las Vegas, Houston, Cleveland, Birmingham, just to name a few. So some pretty good cities, right? Some major cities too. They pretty much gonna tour all the cities in Texas. So if you live in Texas, you're gonna have more than one opportunity to go. Okay. Ticket pre-sales. Everybody's talking about the pricing and all of that. Ticket pre-sales start April 21st through the 23rd, 2026. And general ticket sales start April 27th, 2026 via platforms like Ticketmaster, okay? So April 27th, go on Ticketmaster and see if you can find some tickets at an affordable price. Everything is not going to be $1,000. I don't know where y'all get that from. I mean, yeah, there are some sites that have tickets for $1,000, but it's still early. Okay, so just hold on, just hold on. You will be able to get you a ticket for, I saw less than $100, but don't know how long that'll last. But you just have to keep checking and see. Okay, so it says expect high demand and higher prices. What I was just saying, because this will be one of the biggest R&B tours in years. Okay, we can expect huge production, lights, choreography, visuals, and possible collab performances between the two. You know they got that song New Flame. Y'all know a new thing, and let's spark a new flame. This is my part right here. You gonna be my baby. Y'all know New Flame. They might do that. Which you know they are, because everybody's gonna be looking for it. Okay, speaking of music and the biggest people in the world as far as music goes, the legends and all of that. Well, the 2026 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees are finally here. And let's just say this class is turning a lot of heads, okay? From legendary rock bands to hip-hop icons and smooth R&B voices, this year's list proves once again that the Hall of Fame is expanding what rock and roll really means, okay? Here is the list. You see that list? Listen, now I really wanted New Edition to be on here because I voted for, actually New Edition are the only ones that I voted for. You know, I liked all the rest of them on there, but I just really supported New Edition on this, but they didn't make the list. So I really wanted New Edition to make the list, but I was so excited to see Phil Collins was on this list. Do you have any idea what Genesis mean to me? Do you have any idea what Phil Collins mean to me? Do you have any idea how many songs? Do you even know that they're on my playlist like right now? And I didn't even realize that Phil Collins was on this list. I've been listening to Phil Collins all week. I don't know why. Sometimes I get like a 80s thing going on where I have an 80s playlist, okay? I have soul, and then I have the rock and, you know, the blue-eyed soul people on one playlist, and I have my R&B people, 80s, on one playlist. And I've been listening to Phil Collins, not knowing he had won. He was on the Rock and Roll inductees list. I did not know that, okay? So this is the second time that he's won, because he was also inducted with the group Genesis, which he was the lead singer in Genesis. Early influence awards went to other people that I love, like Queen Latifah and MC Lyte. Okay, the official induction ceremony takes place November 14th in Los Angeles at the Peacock Theater and will air on ABC and stream on Disney. Okay, so I was just happy to see Phil Collins. I mean, he just don't even. He has no idea how much, well, he does have an idea how many fans he has in the world. But anyway, I'm definitely one of them. So let's talk about this young lady. You know, now that we got some of the happy stuff out of the way, let's get a little more serious and talk about some crime stories. Starting with influencer ASHLEE JENEA, which we still don't know what really happened to her. But here's just like a recap, a timeline of what happened with this young lady. Beautiful influencer on Instagram, ASHLEE JENEA, whose real name is Ashley Robinson. She went on vacation with her fiance to Tanzania, basically. Here's somewhat of a timeline of what went down, okay? First, she had just celebrated her 31st birthday. She had just become engaged to her fiance, Joe McCann, at their resort, okay? Something happened at the hotel, but the hotel staff separated them because apparently they were getting into it that bad and that loud where they had to be separated, okay? The next day, she was found unconscious in her villa and later pronounced deceased, okay? So Tanzania authorities initially suggested it may have been suicide. However, her family strongly disputes that and wants a deeper investigation. Watch this video.
She was starting the next chapter of her life. She called us and FaceTimed us to share with us her travel.
Ashley's mother says she never would have expected that less than a week later, her daughter would be dead. On April 8th, she says Ashley called saying she and her fiance got into an argument and were moved to separate rooms. The next day, she received another call, this time from her fiance.
He told me that Ashley did something to herself and that she was being taken to the hospital. I said, what happened, when? And he told me it had been 11 hours prior.
Hours later, the luxury resort the couple was staying at called saying that Ashley passed away. According to the hospital's medical report, Ashley had an unidentified mark around her neck. They wrote, according to her husband, he found she hung herself on the door with several question marks.
Sometime Jill went back to the room with security, and that's how they found her.
Ashley was also taken to a second hospital who listed her cause of death as cerebral hypoxia by strangulation and suffocation.
She's never done anything that would ever lead me to believe that she would do something to harm herself.
And the family says next they are considering going to Zanzibar themselves to try to get as many answers as possible. Now, we also tried to directly contact Ashley's fiance, the resort, and the embassy, but we did not hear back. I'm live in the Satellite Center. Cheyenne Karine, Channel 6, Action News.
The case is still under investigation. Her fiance is being questioned and held in Tanzania. They took his passport, so he can't go anywhere right now. So what do y'all think happened to this girl? And then it says something about an unidentified mask on her neck. An unidentified mark on her neck. Like, what the heck happened to this girl? You know what I think happened? Because I saw some reports online that, because, people starting to talk. I saw some reports online that people were saying that this guy is used to death. He targets young black girls. And he frequents Tanzania with his women. And he also he goes over there so much that he knows people in Tanzania. He has friends there. And he targets young black women that, because he has a lot of money. And he'll target the ones that having a rich man would benefit them, And he takes them and he does, I guess, whatever he does with them allegedly. I don't know what the heck he does, but they say he's well known in Tanzania. So I'm thinking that the arguing could have been that he was slipping off trying to see one of his other women in Tanzania. And they were arguing about that. And and then she probably threatened to tell the world about him and all his women and all of that. And he just got scared, because if someone tells all your business that people don't know about you, you can risk losing everything. So out of panic mode, they just do the unthinkable. So I don't know. I'm just still waiting on more details to come out on this story, because something happened to that young lady, because she was happy. It was her birthday. She just got engaged. She was on her dream vacation. Why would she want to, end her life at a moment like that when everything's going great for her? Then she's with a rich man. Child, something more. There's more to the story that we just don't know yet, but I'm going to be watching out. Okay. So let's talk about Offset. Offset. I don't even know Offset personally, but if he don't sit down somewhere, he needs to sit down somewhere. Did what happened to Takeoff teach him anything? Wasn't gambling a part of the nature of Takeoff's unaliving? Wasn't gambling a part of the scene? Did he forget? Has he forgotten that gambling was part of what was going on when Takeoff was taken from us? Did he forget? Anyway, Offset performed from a wheelchair during his first show after being shot in the leg early in April 2026. He arrived on stage at the University of Arkansas Rowfest about 5 days after the shooting outside the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Florida. Okay. He stood up from the wheelchair and performed Bad and Bougie, which shows he must be recovering well. Take a look at this video. Offset, please go sit down somewhere. Your mother loves you. She ran to you. I think I heard that Cardi B checked on you. You have Cardi's 3 plus another like 4. I think he got like 7 kids that are young. None of them are adults yet. Sit down somewhere, please. Or go, if you are dealing with some type of addiction, allegedly is what people say, go get some help for that. Ask for some money to put you in some type of help for your addiction problem, if there is one, okay? But anyway, Offset. Okay, King Harris got arrested. King Harris was arrested wearing a Pokemon onesie, okay? King Harris, the son of T.I. and Tiny Harris, was arrested on April 12, 2026 during a traffic stop in Gwinnett County, Georgia, okay? Wearing a full Pikachu Pokemon onesie. They got a lot of attention and laughs online. Watch this video.
To you both, and more so than the charges in this particular case, it was what the 21-year-old was wearing at the time of his arrest that is gaining a whole lot of attention, something that the accused even addressed. Gotta catch 'em all. But this time, it was police catching the Pikachu. Rapper King Harris, the son of T.I. and Tiny Harris, arrested early Sunday morning in Gwinnett County following a traffic stop. Gwinnett County jail records showing the 21-year-old is charged with speeding, obstruction of a police officer, and drug possession. Harris's choice of clothing, a Pikachu onesie, drawing significant attention. He documented the traffic stop on Instagram with a selfie. According to TMZ, officers say Harris was driving 60 miles per hour in a 45 mile per hour zone. And when they pulled him over, they say they spotted a firearm. Harris reportedly refused to get out of the car. Police say they then found a THC vape pen on him. On Instagram, Harris posted video in the outfit comparing police to Team Rocket, writing in part that he was living a good Pikachu life in Tokyo and then came back to ATL, and Team Rocket caught me with a master ball and threw me in jail all night.
First of all, why are you even going out in public with that onesie on? I mean, just anyway. Police say he was stopped after allegedly driving his Tesla Cybertruck 70 miles per hour in a 45 miles per hour zone. He was doing 70 in a 45, okay? Officers reported seeing a weapon on the dashboard and said he refused to get out of the vehicle, which led to an obstruction charge. Officers also found that what they had identified as a controlled substance, leading to a felony drug possession charge. He was also cited for speeding and a seatbelt violation. He was later released on bond. T.I. was seen on the body cam speaking with officers. So, boy, you violated just so many violations. First, you were allegedly speeding. Then you pop out in a Pokemon onesie. Then you had a seatbelt violation. Then you had controlled substance. Then you had, then you refused to get out the car. Just so much going on. And I think he was getting ready to go on tour. So I don't know if he's still going to go on tour with his brother, or they were planning something. If you follow them on social media, they're planning some type of tour or something. I don't know if it's just the two of them or they're going out with their dad. I do not know. But his brother told him he could go if he stayed out of trouble, and he wasn't able to stay out of trouble before the tour started. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. But, you know, he has matured a lot, but it's still a little bit left in him. It's still a little bit of straightening left in him. It's still some. It's not all the way gone. He still got a little immature side to him, but he's getting there. He's a lot better than what he used to be, right? So good job, King. Good job, King. Now, stay your behind out of that doggone car driving so fast with that doggone onesie on, okay? So anyway, Sean Diddy Combs, the name. We're going to keep talking about him until he's released, and we're probably going to be still talking about him when he is released, because then everybody going to be tracking his every move to see what he's working on now, what he got going on. Is he making music? Is he going to go do some shows? I mean, is he doing anything to make it up to his fans? I mean, people going to really be watching him when he get out just as much as they watching this case now. Okay, so this is what's going on with the appeal. An appeal is all about, for those of you that don't understand the process, An appeal is all about asking a higher court to review possible legal mistakes that could have impacted the outcome of a trial, okay? Diddy's team argued that acquitted conduct was used during sentencing, which ultimately lengthens Diddy's sentence, okay? The prosecutors, because in normal cases, his particular charge would have gotten like 15 months. But instead of him getting what everybody else in the past got, the 15 months, he ended up getting 50 months. Okay, so which led to the appeal. Okay, so Diddy's team argued that acquitted conduct was used during sentencing, which ultimately lengthened Diddy's sentence. Okay, the prosecutors, on the other hand, say the case was properly conducted and the verdict should stand the way it is. Okay, the appellate court could keep everything the same. So now we're waiting on the appellate court's decision, and these are the things that they could decide on. They could decide to keep everything just the same, let him serve his 50 months, or they could release him on bond, or they could give him time served. They got a few options of what they could possibly do. So Diddy's team has asked for an expedited answer from the judges, but it's been a week now, we still haven't heard anything. So bottom line is, the case isn't over yet, okay? And the appeal could take months or even longer before we get a final decision. That sucks. I feel like an appeal should be expedited. I would say at the most 3 weeks. At the most 3 weeks. Anything longer than 3 weeks, we already know what you're thinking. You want him to just do the full sentence. But anyway, it could take months or even longer before we get a final decision. But Diddy's son, King Kong, was spotted by TMZ, and they had some questions for him. But he said his dad is good. And he also said, free my pops. Listen to this.
You know, you and your family always put on a united front. How's your dad doing?
He's good, thank you.
Is there anything he wants anybody to know about his situation? Anything you could tell us?
Love y'all, love you.
Are you hoping he's freed? Are you hoping he gets free?
Free pops. Hey.
Well, I hope they do free your pop soon, because I know y'all are missing your dad. You've been without your dad for 2 years now, and they were all such a close family. So I know that they really can't wait till their dad get released, because they're ready to get back to being with their dad. Okay. So anyway, let's end the show with something funny. Okay. Something cute, something funny. Okay. I thought this was the real Ice-T. You see the picture? I thought this was the real Ice Cube and Chris Tucker, but it's their sons recreating the Friday iconic scene. The whole setup is for the Rams 2026 NFL first round pick. And it was even filmed at the same house used in the original Friday. Child, if they don't look like their dads, both of them look just like their dads. I wonder if they're just as good as their dads when it comes to acting. If so, in the future, when their dads finally retire or whatever, maybe we can get some movies out of them. You never know, but that would be a good thing, right? Yeah, I'll be here for it. Who don't love a good old movie for the culture? Okay. So anyway, y'all, that is the end of the show. I just wanted to do a quick entertainment news show to keep you up to date, because doing those entertainment news shows daily is just a waste of time, because everything just keeps happening. So I wait to the end of the week, do it all in one big story, and do it like that, because it just keeps changing every day. Something new happens. Somebody says this, somebody does that. Okay, he's not released. Then okay, he is released. I mean, it keeps changing. So I like to do the once a week, weekly recap of the entertainment news. And I like to do short videos, because I don't want to keep y'all here all day. I mean, we got stuff to do, right? I understand, because I got stuff to do too. So, but don't forget this though. Leave your comments below, and thanks for watching. Y'all love these entertainment news shows. Y'all just love them. My numbers are good in these shows. Okay. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, stay encouraged, stay informed, and stay true to yourself. I will see you next week, same day, probably going to be on a Saturday morning again with another entertainment news recap. So I hope you join me then, okay? Have a good weekend. Bye now.